In the heart of India's capital, where history breathes through wide roads and majestic buildings, stands a sacred place of silence, sacrifice, and supreme courage, the National War Memorial in New Delhi. Not far from the historic India Gate, this memorial is not just a monument of stone and structure. It is a living reminder of the brave soldiers who gave their lives so that India could live in peace and pride. As you walk towards the memorial, there is a feeling that slowly settles in your heart, a feeling of respect, gratitude, and quiet reflection. The National War Memorial was built to honor the soldiers of the Indian Armed Forces who laid down their lives after India's independence in 1947. For decades, India did not have a dedicated national memorial to remember its martyrs of post-independence wars and operations. Finally, on the 25th of February 2019, the memorial was inaugurated by the Prime Minister of India, marking a historic moment for the nation. The memorial spreads across approximately 40 acres and has been designed in a way that beautifully blends with the surroundings of India Gate. Its architecture is simple yet powerful. It follows a unique circular design made up of 4 concentric circles, each symbolizing a different aspect of the soldier's journey and sacrifice. The outermost circle is known as the Rakshak Chakra. This circle represents protection. It is surrounded by rows of trees, standing tall like silent guards. These trees symbolize the soldiers who protect the nation at all times, in deserts, mountains, forests, and seas. The calm greenery gives visitors a sense of security and stability, reminding them of the constant vigilance of the armed forces. Moving inward, we come to the Tyag Chakra. Tyag means sacrifice. This circle is built with granite walls on which the names of thousands of martyrs are inscribed in golden letters. Each name tells a story of bravery, of leaving behind families, dreams, and personal happiness for the nation. When visitors walk past these walls, they often pause to read the names. Some search for familiar names, others simply stand in silence, realizing that freedom is never free. Further inside lies the Virta Chakra, representing bravery. This area displays bronze murals depicting famous battles and operations fought by the Indian Armed Forces. These murals narrate stories of valor, of soldiers fighting in the freezing heights of Kargil, in the dense jungles, in the vast deserts, and in difficult terrains across the country and beyond. These artistic panels help the younger generation understand the courage shown in times of war and conflict. At the center stands the Amar Chakra, the circle of immortality. Here burns the eternal flame, known as the Amar Jyoti. The flame signifies that the memory of the fallen soldiers will never fade. It burns continuously, day and night, in all seasons, representing the eternal spirit of the brave hearts who sacrificed their lives. The flame reflects the idea that while a soldier may fall, their courage lives forever in the heart of the nation. Before the establishment of this memorial, the Amar Jawan Jyoti burned beneath the arch of the India Gate since 1972, after the 1971 Indo-Pak War. In 2022, the flame from India Gate was ceremonially merged with the flame at the National War Memorial, symbolizing unity and continuity of remembrance. The memorial honors soldiers who lost their lives in major wars and operations such as the 1947-48 war, the 1962 war with China, the 1965 and 1971 wars with Pakistan, the Kargil War of 1999, and various counterinsurgency and peacekeeping missions. Each conflict tested the courage, strength, and determination of Indian soldiers. Through snow-covered mountains and scorching heat, through bullets and bombs, they stood firm for the tricolour. One of the most emotional experiences at the memorial is witnessing the wreath-laying ceremonies. On important national days like Republic Day and Independence Day, leaders of the nation pay tribute here before proceeding to official celebrations. The Chief of Defence Staff, the Chiefs of the Army, Navy and Air Force, and other dignitaries come to honor the martyrs. The ceremony is solemn, dignified, and deeply moving. The design of the memorial was selected through a global competition and was created by an Indian architectural firm called Weeby Design Lab. The aim was to create a memorial that was modern, yet respectful of India's traditions. Unlike older memorials that focus only on grand structures, this one focuses on experience, reflection, and emotional connection. The National War Memorial also reflects the idea that remembering sacrifice is not just the duty of the government, but of every citizen. When school students visit the memorial, they often learn that patriotism is not only about waving the flag, but also about understanding the cost of freedom. It teaches values like discipline, courage, unity, and responsibility. The Indian Armed Forces, the Army, Navy, and Air Force, play different but equally important roles in defending the country. The Army guards the land borders, the Navy protects maritime interests and coastlines, and the Air Force secures the skies. The memorial stands as a tribute to personnel from all three services, without distinction of rank, religion, region, or background. Here, all are equal in honor. As evening falls and lights gently illuminate the circles, the memorial transforms into a glowing symbol of national pride. Visitors often sit quietly, reflecting on the sacrifices made by unknown heroes. Many soldiers were very young, some in their 20s, with dreams and families waiting at home. Yet when duty called, they did not hesitate. The National War Memorial is not just about remembering the past. It is also about inspiring the future. It encourages young Indians to serve the nation in whatever way they can, whether by joining the armed forces, becoming responsible citizens, or contributing positively to society. In a world where conflicts still exist and challenges continue to arise, the memorial reminds us that peace is precious and must be protected. It reminds us that behind every peaceful night we sleep, there are countless soldiers standing alert at the borders. When you leave the memorial, you do not leave the same person. You carry with you a deeper sense of gratitude and awareness. You realize that freedom is a responsibility. You understand that the story of India is written not only by leaders and politicians, but also by brave soldiers whose names are engraved in stone, forever remembered, forever honored. The National War Memorial stands today as a powerful symbol of remembrance, unity, and national pride. It silently speaks to every visitor. Remember the sacrifice, respect the courage, and cherish the freedom you have. And as the eternal flame continues to burn, it sends a message across generations that the spirit of India's soldiers is immortal.